Hi everyone, my name is Paula Stephanie and I'm an employment law professor and certified human resources professional with over 30 years of experience. In all my 30 years practicing human resources, I have never experienced a more challenging time than we're facing right now with this current coronavirus pandemic. It's causing all kinds of challenges, and one of the biggest questions that I get asked from employees as well as students is, how do we get paid throughout this whole time period? And the first answer is companies usually have a paid time off policy. So you might have sick hours that you have accrued but not yet taken. You are eligible to use those sick hours as well as any vacation pay that you've earned but not yet taken. Some companies also have PTO time. And the best way to find out what your company offers is to look in your employee handbook. You can also talk to your human resources department. If you're wondering how many hours you actually have available of vacation or sick, they are reflected on your paycheck. So it is a requirement that on each of your pay stubs that you receive, you'll see how many hours you have available, and you can take advantage of those hours. The other option that's become available is some new legislation that's been signed and will take effect starting April 1st. And that is the Families First Coronavirus Relief Act. So under this package, the employees will receive, basically there's two entitlements. The first one is emergency paid sick leave. So this is 80 hours of paid sick leave above and beyond the existing sick leave that your company already has put in place. So this is in addition to, and the time period is April 1st to December 31st, 2020. So during this time period, the companies that are eligible are companies with 500 or fewer employees. If your company is 50 and fewer, they may be exempt from this, but if not, this is a great package because it offers to the employer payroll tax credits for the dollars that they've spent on this package. So the legislation is trying to make it a win-win for both the company and the employee. So employees who have been with the company for 30 days or more can take advantage of this if you meet, there's 6 qualifying factors. So the first factor is that if you are unable to work or unable to telework. So if you're unable to work, unable to telework, and you have been ordered by the federal, state, or local government to self-quarantine, you would qualify for this. Now, under that first point, there are certain businesses that are still open. They're considered essential businesses, and those businesses are grocery stores, hardware stores, drug stores. There's a list of them, and if you fit into an essential business, you may not be eligible under qualifier number 1. But for the rest of the individuals that are required to stay home and self-quarantine, you would meet that eligibility. The second qualifying reason is that you have a certified health professional saying that you must quarantine. So you're required by your health professional to stay home and quarantine. The third reason that you would qualify is if you are experiencing symptoms and you're just waiting for a medical diagnosis. At that point, you can also take advantage of the package. And the package for those 3 reasons covers 80 hours of sick at your full rate, up to $511 per day. So that works out to roughly $130,000 a year. If you make $130,000 or over, you may not get your full pay rate, but anyone making less than that would get their full pay rate for those first 3 qualifying reasons. The second 3 qualifying reasons will qualify you for this emergency sick pay. However, it's at 2/3 of your pay rate. So basically that's reason 4, 5, and 6. Reason number 4 is that you are caring for somebody that is quarantined or experiencing symptoms, and that somebody could be anybody. Doesn't have to be a family member, could be a neighbor, a roommate, anybody. It's not defined. And again, we keep our eye on this legislation every day because things keep changing. But as of today, this is what's stated, and it's also stated in the notice to the employees from the Department of Labor. So the 5th qualifying reason is that you're caring for a minor child. Maybe the daycare center is closed or the school is closed down and you're a parent and you're required to stay home and care for your child. That would qualify you for 2/3 of pay for the 80 hours. And the last qualifying reason number 6, is if you're experiencing any similar symptoms that is deemed by the Department of Health and Human Services as applicable to this package, you would also get 2/3 of your pay. So that is the first component of this, the emergency paid sick leave, or emergency sick pay. The second component of this Relief Act is expanded family leave. And the only qualifying reason for this is if you have children that you're caring for, that their school is out, and again, this is minor children that can't be home, daycare's closed, schools are closed down, and you're a parent and you need to be home with your child. You would be extended 12 weeks of leave time, and that is job protection for 12 weeks. The first 2 weeks are unpaid, and then the last 10 weeks, you would receive 2/3 of your pay, and it's paid for by the company. So you would be extended that pay for those 2 weeks, or for those 10 weeks rather. So that's really exciting. Again, these relief packages are coming available as of April 1st and will be available through the end of this year. So a little bit of good news, a little bit of a silver lining for us. What happens after this is the question that everyone's also asking. And there are a bunch of other federal packages that are being considered and whatnot. And in the meantime, we wait to see. So we keep checking every day to see what's new, what's changed, what else is available. But we do know for certain that there is unemployment as an option. And the unemployment has waived the 7-day waiting period. So that's good news. So as soon as you are in the situation where you have determined that you are, have reduced hours or you've been laid off and whatnot, it's really important to apply right away. There's a phone number, there's a website. All of them are overloaded because we had a system that was already challenging to get through and work with. Now it's become even more challenging with the number of people that are applying. So it's important to do it right away. There's about a 10-day processing time right now, from what I understand. So just factor that in. You can also take advantage of unemployment if you need to supplement your wages. So let's say, for example, you're usually scheduled 40 hours a week as a full-time employee, but your company's only able to offer you 20 hours. You can get the 20 hours pay from your company for working and supplement the other 20 hours through unemployment insurance. So I hope that helps, and I certainly wish you all the best of luck. We're all in this together, and we will get through this, and stay healthy and take care, everyone. Bye.